Now I digress. All right, moving on. Flau'jae, I believe her last name is Johnson. Flau'jae, basketball player for LSU, was on Club Shay Shay just recently, and they asked her about they asked her about some comments that Asia Wilson had made, basically saying that she could beat Josh Hart in a one-on-one basketball game, and Flau'jae was very candid, and she said,
"Do you believe that a WNBA player could beat an NBA player?"
Bro, I was just talking about this. I just don't. It's not physically possible. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could barely grab rim. You over the backboard. Like, I'm not about to play you. Like, but like, no, an NBA player, like, no.
Flau'jae's caught some backlash for that, and I don't know if it's understandably so, but I don't know what y'all wanted Flau'jae to do. Y'all want her to lose her mind right quick and just say something? She was honest about what would actually happen. I think Asia Wilson, and though I do admire Asia Wilson, I mean, clearly she's the best player in the WNBA and has been for a while. She's been beating up on her peers. And so that type of confidence that you have, you know, when you are that dominant, or that's the type of confidence you have that's normally commiserate with that kind of dominance. She believes that she can beat almost anybody, I guess, even NBA player like Josh Hart. But let's give it some context here, okay? Asia Wilson is 6'4", 195 pounds. Her vertical is not listed. Now, I saw somewhere where they said it was 36. Like I saw in college, they said it was like 36 inches, which I don't know if that's actually been measured. But let me tell you how I know it ain't 36 inches. Because if Asia Wilson's vert was 36 inches at 6'4", 6'5 and a half, she'd be dunking every other night. If the average height in the WNBA, the average height in the WA is 6 feet. So she already has 4 inches on them, and their average vertical, I believe, is somewhere around 26 inches, 23 inches. She would be dunking on everybody all the time if she had a 36-inch vert. That's unheard of. Now, let's give you Josh Hart's measurement. Josh Hart is 6'4", same height, 215 pounds, all muscle or mostly muscle. And so he has 20 pounds on her, and his vert is 38 and a half inches. Okay, to even really project or imagine what that matchup would be like, it doesn't even make sense. That's why we don't do it. But I brought it up because Flau'jae is receiving some backlash for basically just using common sense. Look, Asia Wilson, we admire you doing your thing. Josh Hart is one of the top athletes on the planet. He's not even a star in the NBA. What you think would happen if y'all matched up? If he played one night in the WNBA, he'd have 60. I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. Okay. There's no one right now that's probably enjoying the WNBA more than me, but Flau'jae is correct. And your dominance in the WNBA does not translate to dominance against, you know, somebody like Josh Hart. And I mean that respectfully. I'm going to close this thing out with my little segment, Wisdom from a Fool, or a Fool's Wisdom.